What is going on, everybody? Welcome here to the second outdoor podcast on the channel. We are here with Aiden, aka Aiden's World Tour.
What's up, guys?
And today we are going to be doing, by his request, we are going to be doing 63 questions, taking inspiration from Vogue's 73 questions, except we're doing this in a podcast style. So, Aiden, before we start, do you want to do an introduction leading into this video?
Nah, let's just get straight into it.
All right, you guys are going to get to know Aiden with these questions. Here we go, our first one. And if you see me looking behind, it's because I do have all of the questions propped up on the camera, generated by ChatGPT. All right, here we go. The first question, Aiden, how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Okay, it's changed recently. Someone asked me this before, but I think now, this was like 3 years ago, so now I think we can change it to like mysterious, chill,
Okay.
and aura.
Ooh, okay. If you guys know Aiden, I feel like those 3 words do best describe himself. Okay, what is something that people always misunderstand about you? Wow.
Ooh.
We're going deep here on the first questions, guys.
Bro, it's categorized as warm-up / icebreaker. Warm-up, I'm already thinking.
This is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, people think that like, if you know me, like I kind of give off like nonchalant energy.
Yeah.
It's meant to be in an ironic way, not like I'm not unironically nonchalant. If you like, if you like hang out with me like outside of like on just like a normal kind of hangout level, I do give off some like goofy energy. I can, but like most of the time you'll also see me just like play into this nonchalant role.
I think that's, you know, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this, if I'm going to keep saying, oh yeah, that's accurate or not, but we'll see. We're 2 for 2 so far. What is the most useless talent you have?
Useless talent.
I feel like I don't know this one. See how mysterious Aiden really is.
One thing that I do pretty well is I know the whole lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wow. Sing it.
Nah, we got.
He's too
We don't
mysterious.
got enough time
mysterious
for that. We don't have enough time for that.
All right, what's a nickname you wish would catch on for you?
Probably like. Actually, I don't really fuck with nicknames, so I like just going by like my regular name. I do have a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a couple friends who call me AIDS.
AIDS.
So that's a nickname I don't want to catch on. Actually, no. I guess since that's my only nickname, I'll have it catch on. Why not?
That's crazy. All right, number 5. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chicken.
Just like plain chicken.
But chicken in a wing style.
Okay.
What does it like have to be like cooked in a certain way? Because I would have like chicken wings fried, baked, air fried.
Okay, so we're keeping it. Okay, here. If we had to make it like really specific, like you know how you said like in a wing style, like
yeah, chicken
like,
wings.
Okay, like Wingstop, like that. Like yeah, I'm talking like that
fried,
specific.
Like fried, yeah.
Okay. All right. 6. What's the last thing that you Googled?
All right.
Oh boy, he's pulling it. By the way, if you couldn't tell, these questions were unrehearsed, and he's coming up with these on the spot, which honestly is kind of crazy because if you've ever seen the Vogue videos, they speed run through that stuff.
Okay, so the last thing I Googled was on Monday morning, and it's
Monday?
the 6-7 restaurant.
Actually, I forgot to mention, we have 63 questions, but if we have time, we're going to do 4 bonus questions because Aiden said he wanted to keep it like 6-7. 6-7, you know? Okay, all right. Would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I'm not a fighter, so I wouldn't fight any one of them.
Oh my God.
I'm more of a lover. But if I had to, and like, you like put me on the spot, I'll fight 1 horse-sized duck.
What's something you own that you probably should have thrown away?
Something I own that I should throw away.
Wow.
probably like I still have some paper and schoolwork from high school, so I should throw that away.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I think we all have some of that. I have a ton under my bed. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Let me pull up my playlist. It changes from here to there.
It's not Bohemian Rhapsody?
Nah, it's
Yeah.
too long.
It's too long, and that's a pretty tough one to sing, honestly, even if
Yeah.
you know all the lyrics. If you guys don't know Aiden and his music, Aiden's pretty well educated with music, and he's got a pretty diverse taste, so.
I wouldn't say well educated, but it is diverse.
No, I think so.
No, there's like some genres that I don't like listen to, like
Oh.
the Benson Boones.
Yeah, that's everyone. Actually, Benson Boone's getting, like, kind of trolled right now. People don't really like him, but no, Aiden definitely knows what he's talking about in terms of music. I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like you listen to more than most people, and that kind of just helps you in general. I don't know if we're going to touch upon that in these questions, but it's good for you guys to know anyway.
Okay, recently I think I'll give two. The one that I try to say as my go-to is "Lonely" by Akon,
Okay.
and then my recent one would be like "Super Trooper" by ABBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to hear you sing at least one of those.
You won't hear me sing one of those.
Well, yeah, because I don't think I've heard you sing since, like, what was it called? When we went to Dave & Buster's after graduation.
No, it was
That was
at
in a-
it was at your house.
Was it
when I
really?
sang "Best Part" and "Get You."
That's right. Like half the song.
Yeah, because it's a duet. So I sang the Daniel Caesar parts.
All right, coffee or tea?
Tea, because I don't really drink coffee. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Wow.
I'm not
All
a
right.
caffeine guy.
We are now on to questions 11 through 20, categorized as personal and reflective. What's a moment that changed your life? Ooh. 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 We're keeping it broad, we're keeping it open-ended, but it's deep. It's got depth.
You know, joining betas.
Wow.
If you know what that is, then yeah. But
Keep it mysterious? I was going to ask you for an explanation, but...
actually,
all right.
no.
Oh,
I can.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just because, like, you know, if I never joined an organization like that, I think my life would be very different. I'd still be kind of reserved and not. I wouldn't have as much connections as I do now. I would just be in like kind of my own circle, just like in my room every day. But now I'm like going out. But I'm different here. for
I
sure.
see. Okay, so you're saying, like, it's changed your life up in the main line.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I like that one. 12, what are you most proud of? Wow.
What am I most proud of? I'm proud that I'm able to surround myself with people who appreciate me for who I am.
Wow. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. If you're listening to this at home, you should be giving Aiden a round of applause right now. We're only 12 questions in. 13, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is from a friend of mine named Frankie. Don't be a bitch.
That is good advice.
You can just apply to everything.
It's true. 14, what's something you believed as a kid that you don't anymore?
Oh my god. There's like, I've had like these thoughts where like, I just always thought they were true, but then, you know, it doesn't appear to be true.
You have multiple of these?
It's like one of those like epiphanies.
Okay.
I forgot though.
Do you want to come back to this one?
We'll come back to this
We'll
one.
come back to this one. Okay, 15. Who has been the biggest influence on you? This is a good one because Aiden doesn't have any siblings. And I feel like siblings are most often the best influence, but...
I feel like I can't just give one person.
Okay.
'Cause all my friends influence me. I'd just say all my friends because I like to base my actions off of their actions.
Wow.
If that kind of makes sense.
That's why they're saying you are who you surround yourself with,
Yeah.
right? I think that's what Aiden's going at right here. Okay, 16. When was the last time you felt truly at peace? Jeez.
I'd say summer of 2022.
Why?
It's like that period where you finish high school and then you're about to start college, which is like a new point in your life. And then like in between that, which was summer, we could just like hang out, not have to worry about anything really. I was just like, I felt like that was where I just didn't have to worry about anything. I can just enjoy what I'm doing, and then until I have to go to college. Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, that's a good answer, I think, for me as well, because, I mean, we both obviously hung out a lot during that summer, but I feel like for a lot of people, they're like stressed during that time because they're still trying to figure out what they want to do for college. But I guess that's good for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for us. We just enjoyed ourselves.
They're not like us.
In the summer of 22. Okay, 17. What is a deal breaker for you in a friendship? Damn.
Oh.
This is an interesting one.
If you don't like WWE, you're out. Actually, but in a serious answer, just if like, some people would be like, or not. This is not my answer, but like some people would be like, oh, if they don't text to like hang out, that's a deal breaker. Not for me, because I'm that person. It's not that like I don't want to hang out. It's just I'm not really a text first kind of guy.
You're not the initiator.
I'm not an initiator.
Yeah.
I'm a receiver.
I see. Also, speaking of WWE, you know the question is like, oh, something that I thought was real, that is like now I know it's fake.
Oh, okay.
That's one for me.
That one, mine is similar.
Yeah.
This whole time, I thought, for like when I was a kid, I thought Kofi Kingston was actually from Africa.
Oh my God, yes.
And he was like Jamaican, but then I found out he was born in Boston. So that was like a knife in the gut.
Hey man, WWE, they do it right. Okay, so is that yours for, where was it, number 14?
Yeah.
That's okay, Kofi Kingston. That's a good one. I feel like a lot of people were fooled by that one.
But I think, sorry.
No,
my deal breaker in a friendship is just a known dirty macker.
A known dirty macker?
Yeah, so you just like, you're always talking behind your friend's back if you have a problem.
Oh, I see.
Rather than bringing up the problem to the person themselves.
That is a great one. Okay. 18. Do you think people can change? Why or why not?
People can change.
Yes. I think that's the only right answer.
Because I myself have changed. Braden himself has changed. And that's part of life. If you stay the same how you were born, if you stay the same of how you were when you were born, you wouldn't be able to talk, you wouldn't be able to like comprehend anything. So like, of course you have to change.
Brilliant insight by Aiden. 19. What's a habit you're trying to build?
Oh.
You know,
I
here,
like this one.
I can change it up. Even if you're not actively trying right now, like what is something that you do, like a habit that you do want to form at some point? It can be either.
Trying to stay off my phone more. But this would be once I get back to school, because right now I'm here at home, so I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do my own thing.
That's a good one. 20. What is the hardest lesson you've learned?
Oh.
Man, questions 11 through 20, man. These are some hard hitters. Or like deep thinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the hardest lesson I've had to learn was probably just to learn how to move on.
Learn how to move on. Okay.
I always try to like dwell on things and be like, oh, how could I have done this differently? But like, it already happened, so the best thing you can do is just to move on.
Interesting. And you know, moving on is hard, guys, but sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes you don't have a choice. That's a good lesson. I think that's something that At some point, everyone's gonna have to go through, actually, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good one. Okay, this one is categorized as fun and silly questions. These are questions 21 through 30. I hope the wind is not distorting this too much. I'm gonna try to raise my voice a little bit. But 21, if animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
Probably those little chihuahuas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, they just like think
Yeah.
they own everything, but they're like the smallest of animals. They're not even the cutest of dogs.
Nope. Little man syndrome. Okay, 22. What conspiracy theory would you start?
Okay, this is interesting because I've had conversations about conspiracy theories with Braden before, and I don't contribute a lot because I believe everything happens for a reason.
Oh. Is that your conspiracy theory?
Yes.
That everything happens for a reason? Even the conspiracy theories themselves?
Yes.
That's complex. 23. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
Oh. I don't know. My dreams have been like fairly normal
Okay.
recently,
Yeah.
but I think one time I was just like, the weirdest it's ever gotten was just me like being a superhero.
What was your superpower?
I just like I just teleport from here to there. And that's it. My dreams are fairly normal.
I feel like that's not super weird. Okay. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes. I had it yesterday.
Really? Wow.
It's good. If you guys don't like it, then your palate's just not. It's something needs to fix on your tongue.
Okay. 25. Would you rather always have to sing instead of speak or dance everywhere you go?
I'm dancing everywhere I go.
What's the dance move?
I'm just gritting.
You're gritting everywhere you go?
Yeah. Or anime running, if you count that as a dance move.
Okay.
I just can't sing, so that's why.
Okay.
I'd rather
What?
dance.
Okay. What if you were like actually good at singing? Would you choose that one instead?
No, it
No.
would probably just get annoying.
Okay.
I'd get annoyed at myself too if I was singing every time.
Okay. 26. What mythical creature would you want as a pet?
Okay. This one is kind of weird. It's this was from no, it was from the movie Shang-Chi. There's this like there's this like creature that doesn't have a face or eyes.
Okay.
And it's like it's so fluffy and it's cute and it's like you can only see its emotions through its movements, not really like its face.
Interesting.
If you know what I'm talking about, then like, yeah.
I am not familiar, but hopefully some other people are. Okay, 27. If you had a boat, what would you name it?
I'd name it Boat.
28. What would your supervillain name be? Oh my god, this has got to be a mysterious one. It's got to be a mysterious one with aura, guys.
I think it would just be Aiden.
Oh, damn. Honestly, that's pretty good. 29. What's the dumbest way you've been injured?
Okay. I've never had any major injuries in my life, so I think the only time I got injured was when I sprained my finger, like catching a pass from a basketball. That was it.
Wow. This guy's healthy, man. This guy's healthy.
I try to stay off the field.
Okay, 30. If you were a ghost, how would you haunt people?
Ooh.
Oh, this is a good one.
I like this one.
This is a good one. Oh no.
Okay, this is if I were a ghost now. When people are like showering. Okay, or they're showering and then like they get dressed. When they open the door to like get out of the bathroom, I pop out of nowhere and just say 6'7".
Oh hell no. Okay. Questions 31 through 40. Deep and philosophical, which I feel like we kind of already went through. And this one, okay, let's see how good my memory is, because there were a few that Aiden went to take out of this list. I think 34 was the first one.
Yeah.
Is it more important to be respected or liked?
I feel like, okay. When I was thinking about this, I'd say I personally would rather be respected because, you know, a lot of people's like personality types don't align with yours, so it's not always like, and that should be a main focus to be liked, but just keeping that level of respect towards everyone, because I think everyone should be treated with the equal amount of respect that they give you.
Interesting. So you think that if you're well respected, you're more likely to be liked, opposed to if you're well liked to be respected?
Yeah, because if you strive to be liked by everyone, you can just, some people might see you as like a people pleaser.
Okay. 37. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?
If I knew I couldn't fail, I'd be shooting every time. I'd be shooting. Doesn't matter where I shoot from, how deep my shot is.
Yeah.
I'd just be shooting like every day.
For clarification, a basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
38. How much control do you think we have over our lives?
We have, actually, I was gonna say like we have full control, but like some things are just determined by fate. Like the weather today, we didn't have control of that.
True.
But yeah, it's the things that we do have control over are our actions.
That is spot on. Okay, our next round of questions, because those are the ones that we elected to do, about you / favorites, questions 41 through 50. We're not on those numbers anymore. But here we go. What's your favorite smell?
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
I have to mention 3.
Oh, 3. Okay. Are we doing this in order?
This is not in
No particular
order.
Okay.
The first one is gasoline.
Okay.
The second one is Sharpies.
Okay.
And the third one is the smell when you enter a hotel room.
Okay. That's a good one. I haven't heard that last one. Although the first two, I feel like you either really love the smell or you just really hate it.
Yeah.
But I also really like those smells. Okay. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Okay, I have talked about this before. It's not even just like a subjective greatest movie of all time, it's an objective greatest movie of all time. If you like dislike this movie, I just see is that like you don't know what you're watching this for. You're trying to like expect a different movie out of it when you just take it for what it is, and that is Grown Ups.
Okay. 43. What song always makes you emotional?
Okay, the song is called Little Wonders by Rob Thomas. It's from the movie Meet the Robinsons. It's played at the end of the movie, and it's just very nostalgic to me, so that's why I always feel some type of way when I listen to it, so I don't listen to it as much.
Okay. What is the most favorite place that you've ever been to?
Favorite place I've ever been to? So like a couple minutes from here, there's a playground.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just a lot of great memories there. I can just relax, just do whatever. But if in terms of like countries, the boring answer, probably Japan.
Which you're going to pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Both. IYKYK. What is your comfort show?
Ooh. You know, if like everything's failing and like I just can't like find anything online to watch, I always go back to I'll give 2 because, you know, one is never enough. First one is probably Parks and Recreation. That's my favorite show of all time. And then the second show is Hawaii Five-0, just for the nostalgia of it. The new one, not the old one. Sorry to the old heads.
40. Oh, never mind. We're not doing numbers. If you could only keep 3 apps on your phone, which would you pick? Oh,
Interesting.
Man. You know what? Let's not bend it either, okay? You can't access these apps on like your computer or, you know, on your iPad or something. Like these are the 3 apps that you have.
Are we even like talking about like messages, or is that one?
Yeah, that counts. That counts. Messages, like default or not, you have 3 apps on your phone.
Okay, I'm keeping messages because I need a way to contact people.
Okay.
I'm keeping TikTok
Okay.
because, yeah, and then I'm stuck between Instagram and YouTube right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep Instagram just because stuff from YouTube can appear on TikTok. And yeah, but okay. This is also a preface. If you're answering this question as well and you say Snapchat, you have to go. You have to go. You have to go away from me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm only laughing because honestly, I kind of agree. I don't know what the point of Snapchat is. What is your favorite season?
My favorite season is winter.
Winter. Why?
It's when Christmas is, and Christmas is my favorite holiday. It just brings back good memories. And it's also around the time of my birthday.
Yeah.
So it's double the presents.
Oh, that's good. You're not one of those who you get combined gifts for.
No, I get combined gifts sometimes.
Oh, you do sometimes.
But I don't really mind anymore,
Yeah.
since, you know, I'm a grown man.
All right. Actually, speaking of memories, what is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh. Honestly, like those times where I'm just. Actually, no. It's probably when I went to this. I went to the one WWE event when they're at the Staples Center. I saw CM Punk. Who else did I see there? I think John Cena was there. I forgot, but I just remember I had a good time. That was like peak like childhood for me, just WWE.
Yeah.
In general.
That's facts, bro. Okay. Best book you've ever read? Which apparently Aiden keeps saying that he's become, you know, a book reader and stuff, even though he hasn't read since 8th grade. But
okay, I don't voluntarily read books. I've never read a book outside of school, so the only book I've read, like inside of school, that I actually enjoyed was The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby. Okay. It's a good one. What is your favorite word?
Oh.
This is an interesting one.
Probably aura.
Aura?
I use that word a lot,
Okay.
and it's how I see people.
Interesting.
It's not the main way I see people, but like
One of.
one of the ways I see people. If I see someone that has like so much aura, I commend it to them.
Okay, our next category is hypotheticals and what ifs. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do? And here, you know what, let's switch to that. That was a little broad. What is the first thing that you would buy?
First thing that I would buy. What's the amount? Give me like an amount.
Honestly, I'm thinking like this is the big one. Like you don't have to think about how much money you have because you just have it all. And you know what? Since you said one is never enough, let's go with 3. What are the first 3 things that you're buying?
Ooh. This is a listener right here. He's a listener. Okay. First thing, you know, I gotta treat myself right. First thing I'm buying is some blank t-shirts from Old Navy because I think I really need those. Second thing I'm buying is deodorant. I'm burning out, so. And then the next thing I'm buying is a house for my parents.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Wait. What does this house look like? Where is it? Like,
It's probably gonna be like those like newer condos.
Okay.
You know the ones in YPO.
yeah.
Probably one of those ones.
Okay.
Or just probably stay in this like area.
Okay. So we're going like brand new, but we're
Yeah.
still keeping it in like a low key.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very thoughtful, very insightful. All right. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be?
Okay.
It's a good one.
First one that comes to mind, I just have to.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Okay. I knew that was gonna happen.
Second one, I'll go with a guy. What guy would I eat with? Do you know the food reviewer Wayne Dang?
Oh, I don't.
He's like he got memed because he was like eating like a beef rib bone like very suspiciously.
Wait, is that the guy who does the reviews in his car?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
one of them.
Yes. Okay.
And then
Oh
I'll
my God.
do one who's dead. Probably Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
You don't think he would try and kill you during the dinner?
No, but this is like him now. So like he has to conform to us, not we conform to him.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I have to ask this question. If this is a one-on-one dinner, you're with Ariana Grande, are you trying to pick her up?
Like RZA, no.
Yeah, no.
It's
no.
a respectful thing. I know she has another relationship going on.
Okay.
So it's just an admiration
An admiration one.
rather
Okay.
than just like me trying to rizz, because not everyone out there needs to be rizzed.
We've been pretty good during the duration of this podcast, but this is bringing me back to the previous podcast, which if you haven't seen, go check it out and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
You just had to be there.
You just had to be there. Okay.
I wasn't
If
there.
you weren't there. Yeah. If you could time travel, where and when would you go? Oh, you know what? Okay, this is a good question because we had a conversation like this a few days ago off camera, and I said if you could live in any, ancient civilization, where would you go? He said he couldn't do it. He said he needs TikTok. He needs to be living now. So
I need
we need
brain
answers
rot.
now.
I'm not gonna provide an explanation for this one, but
Okay.
I think I would time travel back to the start of this year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't need to go back any further. This was just for me because, I feel like all the stuff that happened before then happened for a reason. So I feel like the farthest I would go back is just to the start of this year.
Interesting. So you wouldn't be curious to see like what happened like centuries ago, or
Nah,
no?
I don't care what happened centuries ago because like they didn't have TikTok, they didn't have
Oh my.
they didn't have 6-7, they didn't have mustard, they didn't have mangoes.
Okay. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
I've seen this question before, and I think I've seen this question before, and I'll answer it the same way that they did.
Mhm.
I would swap lives with Savannah James,
Who is Savannah James?
LeBron James' wife.
Oh my God. Okay, that's a great answer. If aliens landed tomorrow, what would you say to them? 6-7?
No, that's a little too much. Do I have to say something to them? I don't want to talk.
Well,
to
yeah, I
them.
mean, yeah. No, that's the question. Like, what would you say to them? You have to say something.
Can I take a pic with you?
If you had to relive one day forever, which day would you choose?
One day.
Wow, this is a tough one.
What was I doing one day?
Yeah, relive one day over again.
I would relive today over and over again so I can film this podcast every day.
if if you could instantly learn any skill, what would it be?
It would be the skill of learning every single language in this world.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It would just be so helpful
It would
for
be.
me throughout life.
Yeah.
Just to know every language and how to interact with everyone throughout this vast planet.
Wow. What is the first language that you would learn?
Tagalog, of course.
Okay.
And then I would learn Spanish, since that's another common
Okay.
language. And then I'll learn something random like Armenian.
Okay. If you could erase one event from history, what would it be? Wow. After he just said everything happens for a reason, he's about to erase an entire moment in history.
Dang.
Which, you know what? You getting the opportunity to erase this moment in history is part of that, everything happens for a reason. The power's in your hands for a reason. So what are you doing?
Probably that one time I had diarrhea. I don't want that to happen again.
When was this one time?
Actually, I haven't had diarrhea in a while, so just like, I think this is like one time I had Wingstop. I had lemon pepper wings.
Yeah.
And then after that, like, I think for like the next 2 days, it just wasn't feeling good. So yeah, just me wiping away my diarrhea.
And how does that change history?
Does it have to change history? Or I think I would just like be feeling better,
Yeah.
just like throughout the day,
Yeah.
not knowing I'm gonna have diarrhea.
Wow. If you could be famous for one thing, what would it be?
Ooh. It's my profession right now, just going out there and eating.
Eating. Oh, yeah. Have AidensWorldTour blow up?
Yeah, in a way that's like, I don't get recognized in public, but it's just, I'm known by like
Like your circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. Okay. If you had a theme song played every time you entered a room, what would it be?
It's the Randy Orton theme song.
I knew it was going to be WWE. Okay, we are closing in on our final 10 questions of the 63 questions here with Aiden, aka Aiden's World Tour. And I think we're going to have time for 4 bonus questions that I will be coming up with on the spot. So, here we go. Counting it down from number 10. What's something you wish people ask you about more?
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Insightful.
Insightful.
Intriguing.
Intriguing.
Intellectual.
Intellectual. Is there a lot, or is like you don't know?
Don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know yet.
See, here's the thing. Aiden's a mysterious guy, so I don't think he wants people asking him about stuff. He just wants to, kind of
Live in the moment.
Yeah. Like figure it out on your own, and not in a snarky way. It's just like it's his personality, right?
Okay. This one's gonna not be like a deep one. It's just gonna
Okay.
be like, oh, where'd you learn that song from, or who put you onto that song?
Okay. See, look, this guy loves his music. All right, what would you tell your younger self?
I'd probably just tell my younger self to like act how I am right now. So like, I would just be so mature like as a child.
Yeah.
So then like, not of course not lose like my younger child self, but like just be more mature. Cause if you like, and also start getting into DJing.
DJ.
Dude, I could have had so much DJ cheese.
Okay. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh, I've thought about this one before,
Mhm.
and it's whenever like people like not like someone just meets me for the first time, but like people who I've met like recently,
Mhm.
and they don't really like ask it yet, but like when they like do ask it, they'd be like, "Oh, what race are you?" And be like, I'll just be like, "Guess," and then they'd be like, "Are you Asian?" That's my favorite compliment because Asians just like look good. But then I tell them like I'm 100% Filipino, and then they're like, "Really? You don't look like it."
Wow. Aiden's Asian.
No.
With the wink. What do you want to be remembered for? Ooh.
Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be remembered for someone who was always putting their best foot forward,
Yeah.
and someone who was just so themselves.
That's real. What do you think is your best quality? Ooh, man, these are really thoughtful. Also, I forgot to read the heading of this category of questions. It's closing and thoughtful, but I feel like a lot of these questions in general have been thoughtful. So,
And a lot of these questions have also been closing. Okay. My best quality physically would be my quads,
okay.
and my best quality emotionally would just be my outgoingness, but at the same time reservedness.
Get that yin and yang, get that good balance.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? All right. Okay. What is something that you're looking forward to? Oh, this is a good one.
Oh. Life after graduation. Because I don't know what I'm in for yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing exactly from a little past a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that I'm at PT school, or I'm back home here, or I'm out in outer space. Who knows what could happen.
Okay.
But, yeah.
How do you define success? Wow.
Success is when you're at your happiest.
At your happiest?
No matter where you are, no matter how hard life is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're happy and you're surrounded by people who make you happy, that's when you're most successful.
Wow. That was a good answer, man. What is something that you've always wanted to try, but you haven't yet?
DJing, but that's probably never. I don't think that will happen.
Why not?
I should have got into it when I was younger.
But
I could also time travel back to when probably to senior year. I should have, or maybe like junior year when it was COVID, and then we were all inside, so I should have just bought a DJ deck and then learned how to DJ. So then I would be able to DJ senior prom and go to prom for free, and then just. But yeah, I guess DJing is something I've always wanted to try, but it's not gonna get into anymore.
Okay. All right. And the final question, the 63rd question generated here by yours truly, ChatGPT. What question do you wish I'd ask you today? And I guess that's a question more for ChatGPT, not for me, because I'm about to ask some questions.
What is your favorite meme of 2025?
All right, what is it? Is your eye okay?
Yeah, it's just itchy.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Okay.
2025. There's a lot of great.
He
there
doesn't
was a lot
even
of
know the answers on
there's a lot of
question.
great memes. Because based off of like the previous hints, you'd think I'd be foreshadowing to 6, 7, but
Yeah.
probably just okay, this one's, I've been saying this one a lot. It's like you know how like the stuff with saying like
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like me and Duke Dennis need to be nerfed. Like we really going up, all that kind of stuff. Just including myself in situations that I'm not a part in.
Yes. Aiden has adopted that very quickly. Okay. That was our 63 questions here, and you did it in 46 minutes. That's pretty good. I mean, considering we really didn't go over these questions. He looked at like that section and was like, I don't want to do these, but that's pretty good, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, we did not, neither of us, we didn't discuss this prior. Okay, so he said, 6, 7 questions, here. So we have 4 here from me that I'm going to come up with that we didn't already ask in this set of questions. So my first one, okay, I'm curious because I don't know this one.
Yeah.
What is the first memory that you have of me?
Oh. So the first memory I've had of Braden was at a little place called Mililani Recreation Center 7. He was playing basketball. He was pretty good, and then after playing basketball, he would talk about football, and that's when I first learned about his passion for football and how much knowledge that he has of the sport. It's pretty amazing. And then I think like one of the first things I saw him wear was like, actually, you would think it would be a Minnesota Vikings jersey. It was a Brooklyn Nets jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
That was one of the first things I remember you wearing.
Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, I still wear jerseys, but man, before, yeah, I used to wear them quite often,
and his white Crocs.
which are not so white anymore, thanks to the dirt at school. Okay, my second question here for you, and it's kind of centered around the theme of the thoughtfulness and the insightfulness of this. Well, what is your biggest regret so far in life? And this is a 2-part question. I guess what would you do to fix that?
Biggest regret in life.
Mm-hmm.
I've told this answer to some people,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna give a different answer.
Okay.
Not putting myself out there at the start of high school,
Oh, okay.
because at like freshman year, I was definitely a bot. I was a bot. I had friends, but I didn't really put myself out there,
Mm-hmm.
just like in that kind of way. Sophomore year too, I made more friends in sophomore year, but like I didn't meet this guy until like senior year of high school. So
Does that what it feels like?
what?
No, there's no way it was that late.
Oh, maybe like junior year. Because
Really?
I feel like the first time that we hung out outside was at during the TikTok boxing.
Oh, you know what? That is a great point. Wow. This is eye-opening for me too. I didn't realize that. I feel like I've known you for so much longer. Okay. Transitioning over to my third question, and it's catered to high school because of that reason. We met in high school. What was your favorite high school memory?
I wouldn't say I have like a certain one. It's just, would you count summer 2022? Or is
Yeah,
that-
I mean,
that
yeah.
just that whole summer was probably just my favorite
Okay.
part. Graduating.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, graduating and then just hanging out every day, almost every week
Mm-hmm.
with the boys.
Okay. That's a good one. Okay, here. If we did, let's just say within the time frame of like literally being in high school, like let's do like what was your favorite class? How about we do that instead?
Okay, my favorite class
Yeah.
with this guy was
Oh, with me?
was English.
Yeah, that was a good class. That was a good class.
Good class, great people.
Yes, yes.
But I think, just like in general, my favorite class was probably AP Psych. That's where like most of the information I've learned was retained. Like in college, I would just be able to like pull out like facts from Psych that I could even like learn later on. But yeah. But in terms of like events, this one time we had a friend who was attending Pearl City High School, and he heavily considered coming back to Mililani for the last quarter, not even the last semester, the last quarter of the school year to graduate with us. And I started a petition which garnered over 100 signatures, I believe, to
Oh my God.
sway his decision of transferring back. If you like, that was like the one of the times I remembered like actually making change.
Yeah. And it happened. It worked because he came back. And if you don't know who it is, I'm sure at some point he will be on one of these podcasts.
No, he won't.
You don't think so?
No, he's gonna be like, no, bro, I can't.
I was like, yeah, I don't do YouTube anymore.
If you know him, you know him, but
We'll see.
We'll keep him on the low.
Yeah. Keep him.
I don't even know if he'll watch this video. He's probably be like, bro, I don't got time for that.
Yeah. Okay, this one. I want you, and it's not really a question. I want you to make 3 predictions for the future. This can be about you. This can be in general. It's just like when you look back at this video, these 3 predictions, we're gonna just see if they come true or not.
Okay.
It can be about anything.
This one's gonna be a short-term prediction, lighthearted. The winner of Love Island season 7 will not be Amaya. If it is, I don't really like her. I know she's well liked. I understand why she's so liked. She is a good person, but I personally, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
If you watch the show, you can see why I'd be kind of split. My second prediction, a year from now, I will have the same hairstyle.
Okay.
And then maybe like 3 years from now, 3 or 4 years, we are going to be starting, we will have big boy jobs.
Ooh, okay.
With the start of that, we will be in a content house
Oh my God.
with some of our other friends.
Some you may have already seen on this channel before.
Yes.
Yes.
It will happen. Actually, it will happen.
It will happen. All right. We'll see how many out of those 3 of those predictions do end up falling into place. This one, also not really a question, but it was be the bonus.
Yeah.
This is just you to the camera. Just say something to your future self so that when you watch this in 5 or you watch this in 10 years or however long it is, and you hear yourself say this, what do you want them to hear?
Should I keep this hairstyle or no? I'm not too sure. Change this up for sure. Trying to, change this up for sure, and don't try to live life so fast because the fastest you can go here is 55 miles per hour.
Is that it? That's
Yeah.
it? Okay, all right. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys are interested, I will link Aiden's World Tour in the description below. Go follow his account. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bye.